to mention Antoine Semenyo. Because for Semenyo, I'm keeping you updated basically on daily basis, because there are several things constantly happening. The news of the day is that this morning Chelsea made an inquiry for Antoine Semenyo. Chelsea are in the race for Semenyo. How long is going to be this race? We will see, because I don't think it's going to be a super long race. Remember what I already told you on the channel days ago. £65 million release clause. The player is going to leave Bournemouth. The decision is made. He just has to decide where he goes. But, important point, the clause is expiring on the 10th of January. It means that the decision of the player must be as soon as possible in order to prepare the deal with Bournemouth. So, what happened is that Chelsea entered the race by talking with the player representatives. Why Chelsea? Many of you can say, yeah, Chelsea have many players up front. That's true, but at the same time, Chelsea were already planning, as part of their club decision, to add an important player up front in summer 2026. And sometimes the market can be anticipated. Sometimes the market can put opportunities on the table, and you have to be maybe aware of that chance. And that's what Chelsea did. Just calling at the moment, not sending any official bid, not starting any official process, but calling to understand what's the situation. They know about the £65 million release clause from Bournemouth, but they also wanted to understand the player request, the player idea, the player vision. And so Chelsea also called for Antoine Semenyo. Manchester United are pushing a lot, as I've been telling you. Manchester City, don't underestimate Manchester City. I know on the media point of view, maybe there are not so many reports on Manchester City, but City are there. City are trying, City are pushing. And so, City in the race, United in the race, Chelsea calling, and Liverpool, what happened? Liverpool in November made contact to understand the structure of the release clause, £65 million, how many years to pay. So Liverpool wanted to understand the structure of the deal on player and club side. Then Liverpool didn't proceed so far, but the injury of Alexander Isak, who is going to be out for several months, could change their plans. So these four clubs are all talking to Antoine Semenyo camp even today. All of them in constant contact, presenting their technical project, presenting their vision, presenting their financial proposals, and try to make it happen for one of the best players in Premier League this year. And so Semenyo case is absolutely heating up. Now, also with Chelsea added to the list, but the battle is more open than ever, with several clubs in. Don't underestimate all of them. The winner, probably, of this story is already Bournemouth, because Bournemouth at this stage are likely to get the £65 million for Antoine Semenyo. The clause was also going to be valid in the summer transfer window, but for way reduced price, around £50 million. And so Bournemouth are going to make more money, but also they have several clubs into the race. And so at this point for Bournemouth, obviously financially is going to be a very good position to be. On a technical point of view, you're losing a fantastic player, but financially, once again, Bournemouth doing something very, very good. More to mention, guys, to answer some of your questions on several other players around Europe.
All right, let's talk about the Antoine Semenyo situation, because this one is genuinely heating up. And Fabrizio basically confirmed what a lot of Premier League clubs have been circling around for weeks now. First things first, this is no longer interest. This is a full-blown Premier League battle. Chelsea making an inquiry is massive. Not a bid, not negotiations yet, but that first call matters. Chelsea don't make these calls unless a player fits their long-term model. Even with a crowded attack, they're clearly thinking future-proofing, not just January depth. That tells you how highly Semenyo is rated internally. Now, Manchester United, this is where things get serious. United aren't just monitoring, they're actively pushing. And when Fabrizio uses that wording, it usually means they see the player as someone who can start games, not just rotate. Given United's inconsistency in wide areas, Semenyo's profile, pace, power, Premier League proven, makes a lot of sense. But don't ignore Manchester City. This is classic City behavior. Quiet, no leaks, no noise, but very much present. If City truly accelerate, that changes everything, because when City decide they want a player, the sporting project alone becomes a major factor. Now Liverpool is the interesting twist. Back in November, Liverpool didn't push. They asked about the structure, the payment terms, the clause, and paused. But Fabrizio makes a crucial point. Alexander Isak's injury could change everything. If Liverpool suddenly need a reliable Premier League-ready attacker who can play multiple roles, Semenyo becomes a very logical option. Not flashy, but extremely functional. The key detail here is the $65 million clause expiring on January 10th. That puts real pressure on the players' camp. This isn't a saga that drags on. A decision has to come fast, and Bournemouth know it. From Bournemouth's perspective, they're already winning. Either way, they're set to cash in big, 65 million now or 50 million later. And right now, they've got four giants circling. So what does this really come down to? It's not just money, it's not just club size, it's minutes, role, and timing. United can offer immediate importance. Chelsea can offer long-term vision. City can offer elite development. Liverpool can offer system fit and trophies. Semenyo's next move will define the trajectory of his career, not just his next contract. This is one to watch closely, because once one club moves, the dominoes will fall fast. Let me know in the comments, where do you think Semenyo should go? And if you want instant reactions like this as stories break, hit like, subscribe, and turn notifications on.